How to change your self-image so you get what you want in your life. Just lit a little candle here. And yeah, so basically what this video is about is how you can change your self-image to get what you want in life. Because if you've noticed that some people get what they want in life more easily than others, then it's basically the only difference between you and that person who gets everything effortlessly is their self-image. And how that works is actually, let's talk about that. Like, have you ever thought about that the fact that there are people out there who just everything they want in life just naturally flows to them, that they kind of just don't even have to do anything, it just kind of flows to them, it feels like that at least. And then some people, the hardest working people are also the people who don't get what they want in life. Why is that? Why is it that there are so many people who work so hard but they can't manifest what they want in life? They still can't get what they want in life. It's because of self-image. And actually, I want to argue to say that it's not actually self-image, it's actually frequency. But frequency is actually, and self-image, it's kind of the same thing. Frequency is how you actually experience reality. You experience it in a different way, which you do also when you have a different self-image. Because self-image is just concepts that you believe to be true about yourself. And the same thing is with frequency, is your perception of reality is stuff you believe to be true about reality at a subconscious level. So this is not about saying different words out loud and being like, yeah, I'm gonna get to my goal, and yes, I want this, and I'm a guy that is like this. Because you can say these stuff, but if you don't subconsciously actually feel and believe that, then that's not going to be true. The whole idea is to change your frequency to what you want, because that's when it actually flows, and that's when you get the intuition you need to do what you have to do to get to where you want to go. Does that make sense? So instead of just focusing on action, you're focusing on the cause. So right now, you might think that in order to get what you want in life, you have to focus on the effect, which is the physical action to get to where you want to go. That's what you think, probably, right? I was like that as well. And it's 90% of the population is like that. So don't worry. But if you want to, be like the other 10% who's kind of figured this out, is you got to go away from thinking that the only way to get to where you want to go in life is through physical action. Because physical action with the wrong frequency will just give you what you don't want. The frequency is the first part of this thing. So imagine frequency comes first, and then you have intuition, and then you have physical action, and then you have reality. Frequency gives you an intuition, which puts you in the right mental space to take the right action to get you to where you want to go. That's how you create your reality. And that's the real self-image, comes from frequency. So having a self-image and having the right frequency just comes down to what it is you want in this life, and that you realize that you can't really want it, you have to be it, because the frequency is reacts to what it is you have. So you get high frequency when you feel and have what it is you have. So it's not about wanting, because wanting separates you from having. And that's, the universe reacts to you either having or wanting. If the universe reacts to you wanting something, it's going to react by pulling away from you. But if it reacts to you already having it, it's going to give you it. That's the thing. It's like almost feeling like you want that butterfly, so you run towards the butterfly, what is the butterfly going to do? Do you think it's just going to stand there? No. The only way for the butterfly to actually, you coming close to the butterfly is the butterfly coming to you, which is what happens when you're in the right frequency, when you're in the right state. And to get there, you got to visualize what it is you want. Actually, you're not going to visualize what you want. You're going to visualize the state that you get from getting what you want. So I know you already have goals. You already want a certain amount of money. You already want the romantic partner. You already want the whatever it is you want. You want stuff, but you don't want this stuff. You want this internal state that those stuff is gonna give you. Now, if you can start giving yourself that internal state at a daily basis, that's going to give you the frequency, because there isn't anything external that's going to make you whole. We all kind of know this, but it's an illusion to think that the external world will give you what you want in life. The only way to get what you want in life is through the internal. That's when you realize the truth of your being, that everything you need is within you. That's the only way to actually manifest and get what you want in life, is to reconnect with the source. And you can do that very simply. Okay? It's simple. Don't ever think that this is difficult, because it's simple. It's very simple. Okay? It's very simple. You just have to, basically, what I would do is I would write down what it is you want to manifest in this world. So let's say it's a certain amount of money, it's a certain amount of whatever. Just realize that it wasn't about the money. You have to realize that it's not about you physically, externally getting that. It's about you having that internally. And that's what you do. So you basically write out what it is you want, and you write out also a situation, an event where that's happened. And when a family member, it can be your sister, it can be your brother, it can be whatever, or a close friend reacts to you having that, you're going to visualize this in a deep meditation state. You're visualizing that somebody close to you is saying, reacting to you getting that goal. So, oh my God, how does it feel to make X amount of money this month? That can be one event. That's going to be what you loop in your brain when you're in that deep meditation state. And then on top of that, you're also going to have a sentence that you loop, which is a reaction to you getting that goal. So that can be, now I have more money than I can spend. Shout out Narrow Knowledge. So imagine you do that, you visualize, somebody says, oh my God, you've made $50,000 this month. How does that feel? And then you say to yourself, now I have more money than I can spend. And then you loop that scene vividly with emotion, like intense emotion vividly in a deep meditation state. What's that going to do? Is that going to put you in a state? You're going to give yourself the internal state that comes with that, which is going to happen once you do that vividly and energetically. You really resonate with it. You're going to internally start having it, and you're going to feel when you open your eyes that your consciousness has literally changed. Like you're seeing the world with different glasses, because you are now high frequency. You are in that frequency, which when you are there, you already have that internal state, which already puts you in a situation where you don't even feel like you need anything from the world. And when you are in that state of mind, when you don't feel like you need anything from the world, now the world wants to give you stuff. The world wants you now. It's like, this is how the universe works. It works like it has two chairs. Either you have or you want. If you have, it wants to give. If you want, it doesn't want to give. It's that polarity. It's literally how it works. So So that's exactly how you do it. That's how you change your self-image. Um, that's how you change your frequency. So you just align, because what actually happens after that, when you're in that state, you will start acting like the person who actually manifests that into reality, because your intuition changes. Because you're going frequency first, so you're starting with the cause. When you're in that frequency, you're in the right cause that creates the effect that you want. Remember, the effect doesn't come from physical action. The effect comes from cause, which is the frequency. And then the frequency, as I said, creates intuition. And the intuition creates mental nudges towards where you want to go. And now you take action from there. And then you do the right stuff that actually gets you where you want to go, because you're in that state, you're already having it. So it's like reality just unfolds in that way, and then voila, you get what you want. So yeah, but voila, you get what you want. It's like more voila, you realize that that's how it works. You realize that everything is within you and that you don't need anything outside of you, and that's where you get what you want externally as well. Cool. So like, comment, subscribe.